Hello dear students. In last lecture we have discussed about the bacterial purification or cell purification water in the water treatment process. So in this lecture we will discuss about the different methods which are used for the treatment of water. Apart from cell purification, how different physical or chemical treatment processes are used for the treatment of drinking or potable water. So in this, besides cell purification water can be purified by the mechanical treatment to bring the water potable to human consumption, domestic and industrial use. Apart from the cell purification, nothing but the mechanical treatment processes are used, which include the physical processes or chemical processes, or by using the chemical substances. On that basis, water are treated so that it becomes potable or safe for the human consumption. The main significance of mechanical treatment of water is nothing but to remove the undesirable color, odor and taste. आपण नॉर्मली बघतो की पाण्यामध्ये ज्या प्रमाणामध्ये कंटेमिनंट्स त्या ठिकाणी प्रेझेंट असतात, वेदर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ घाण वास त्या पाण्याचा कलर किंवा पाण्याची टेस्ट किंवा चव म्हणून त्याला, त्या ॲस्पेक्टमध्ये बाय युजिंग दॅट पर्टिक्युलर केमिकल सबस्टन्सेस यू कॅन रिमूव्ह that particular color due to that pollutant substance which are present in the water sample, odor or the smell of that water which we have to remove or subsidize, and taste of that particular water, so that that water becomes safe for human consumption. To remove and kill all type of microorganisms, by using that particular process we have to kill all the form of organisms which can be harmful for the human health after consumption of that water. So we have to minimize or kill all form of microorganisms so that that water become potable or free from all kind of microorganisms. And to remove suspended solids. So here in water, large number of substances can be suspended in the water. If we have stored particular water sample, at the bottom we can found different small molecules are suspended at the bottom depending upon the which type of water we have collected. So that solid we have to remove from water sample so that proper safe microbiologically free water and good taste of water we can obtain, which can be used for human consumption, industrial use or domestic purpose. So these are nothing but a aspect or different importance or characteristic to carry out the water treatment processes. Purification of drinking water is of great importance in community, as we have to carry out the maintain the hygienic health or the health of community at better good condition. We have to treat that particular water sample which can be provided by the municipal corporation or from Nagarpalika or Gram Panchayat. So by this method we can treat water samples. Water on large scale is purified by 4 different stages. All the social community pipeline or water collected tanks are treated by using different methods. Here, nothing but a storage is nothing but a first process of treatment. Aeration is another method. Filtration and chlorination. By following these 4 steps, the water samples which are provided by the municipal corporation are treated, and that water becomes safe for human consumption. So here we have to discuss what is meant by the storage, or what happened during storage, or what is the significance of storage. First characteristics we have to define, or first is that is storage. When water is drawn from a source and stored in a natural or artificial reservoir, it leads to considerable purification of water in terms of as a natural purification which will be carried out by different methods, that is physical, chemical and biological process. Normally म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशनच्या थ्रू आपण जे पाणी कम्युनिटीसाठी, ह्युमन कन्झम्पशनसाठी किंवा हाऊसहोल्ड यूजसाठी यूज करतो किंवा पंप करून आपल्या स्टोरेज टँकमध्ये कलेक्ट करतो, तर त्यामध्ये पावसाच्या दिवसामध्ये किंवा पाणी जेव्हा जमिनीवरून वाहत येतं त्यामध्ये बऱ्याच प्रकारच्या इम्प्युरिटीज त्या ठिकाणी असतात. जे पाणी जोपर्यंत स्टॅग्नंट असेल, एका जागेवर स्टेबल असेल, सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकल त्या रिझर्वायरच्या बॉटमला सस्पेंड झालेले असतात, बरोबर, किंवा सेटल डाऊन होतं. हळूहळू पाणी क्लिअर व्हायला लागतं आणि बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेसने बाय मीन्स ऑफ सेल्फ प्युरिफिकेशन डिफरंट ओडर, टेस्ट और कलर मिनिमाइज होतो त्या ठिकाणी. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दॅट सम रिमेनिंग इम्प्युरिटीज वी हॅव टू रिमूव्ह by means of that process, which is nothing but a Storage, here we have to collected water sample from particular reservoir into a water tank. प्रत्येक ग्रामपंचायत किंवा नगरपालिका महानगरपालिकेने आपण बघतो पाण्याचे मोठमोठे टँक त्या ठिकाणी जमा बांधून कन्स्ट्रक्ट केलेले असतात, जे की एका हाईटवरती आपण बांधलेले असतात. त्या ठिकाणी सोर्समधून कलेक्ट केलेलं पाणी आपण त्या ठिकाणी कलेक्ट होतो. पाणी त्या ठिकाणी रात्रभरासाठी थांबून राहते. त्यानंतर काय होतं, हळूहळू त्या पाण्यामध्ये सस्पेंड झालेले पार्टिकल त्या टँकच्या बॉटमला हळूहळू सेटल व्हायला सुरुवात होतात. त्या ठिकाणी आपण वेगवेगळ्या ट्रीटमेंट त्या ठिकाणी पुन्हा यूज करतो, जसे की प्रॉक्युलेशन और ॲलन ट्रीटमेंट और क्लोरिनेशन. दॅट मेथड आपण त्या ठिकाणी फॉलो करतो. तर ते मेथड कशा प्रकारे फॉलो करायचे आपण त्या ठिकाणी बघणार आहोत. फिजिकल मेथड, अबाउट 90% सस्पेंडेड मॅटर settle down in 24 hours and improve water quality. After collection of that water from the water reservoir, when collected in a storage tank, after 24 hours, if that water is remain as it is in that storage tank, what happen? Suspended molecule slowly settle down at the bottom of that particular water, so that about 90% of suspended particles are removed from the water sample, and it increase the purity of that water samples, or it removes the impurity of that water sample. Another treatment is nothing but a chemical treatment. Here, certain chemical changes like aerobic bacteria oxidizes organic matter present in the water, and the content of free ammonia is reduced. So here, during pipeline or through pipeline, when water is passed, proper oxygen is mixed up with that water sample, so that some volatile gases or some substances are removed from that water sample. Apart from that, some microorganisms which are oxidizing bacteria, which oxidizes the different polluting substances which are present in the water sample. Slowly they oxidize that particular water sample, and that quality of water now increases for human consumption. Apart from that, some content that is free ammonia is released into the environment by different process. So here we require a contact time for the process of microbial purification. So it is nothing but a characteristic in that way. And another is a biological process. Tremendous reduction in bacterial count takes place during storage. The pathogenic bacteria gradually die out, as the pathogenic bacteria could not survive in the water, or apart from the host. That is, they required host body for their growth, as they required large number of nutrition, or they required cell for their growth. In water or the water storage, they could not. There is no availability of these substances which can be helpful for their growth, so that pathogenic organisms are removed from that water sample, as they could not survive for longer time in that water sample. Apart from that, some coliform organism or bacteriophages which can survive in particular water samples, they are removed by different processes. So in that process, we are in a storage tank, physical, chemical, biological process used to carry out the water treatment. In that way, about 90% impurities we have to remove. Another step is aeration. So here, the next treatment is mechanical be carried out by aeration. It is introduced or used to introduce oxygen into water. So proper oxygen, if we have introduced into water sample, the oxidized substances can be easily removed from the water sample. Bad odor of that water sample can be removed. Taste of the water can be improved, so that we have to introduce oxygen into that water sample, and it is oxygen rich water can be helpful for the human consumption. It allow escape of dissolved unwanted gases like carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, and ammonia. These are nothing but the soluble gases or normally present in the water sample. So proper aeration, if we have follow to that different gas like carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, or ammonia, which carried out the bad smell of that water samples, or they acts as a, we change the taste and odor of that water sample water, we have to remove by addition of following the aeration process. To remove volatile taste and odor causing substances. Some substances which are volatile, when come in contact with the environment or oxygen, they are normally released into the environment, so that odor, taste, and odor of water sample or water can be improved, and some odor change causing substances due to the presence of that particular substance. Taste of water samples can be changed, or odor of that water can be changed. So by this process we have to remove. So here different methods of aeration we have to use. So aeration can be accomplished by the following methods. Firstly, the spray nozzles. So in this diagram we can see here is nothing but a storage tank, and here by mechanical process we have to sprinkle that water into the air. What happens, that water which are released from the nozzle is sprinkled into the environment, and the water drops are formed. Due to that, volatile substances are removed from that water sample. More amount of oxygen can be involved in that water sample, so that color, odor and taste of that water sample can be improved. Apart from that, some volatile substances can be removed, and some dissolved gases like carbon dioxide, hydrogen sulfide are removed from the water and helpful for the improvement of taste of water quality and taste, odor and color of the water. So by this nozzle we have used aeration method. This is the most effective method of aeration. In this, water is sprayed through a nozzle which break water into small droplet which absorb oxygen, so that proper mixing of oxygen can be there. Another method, that is aeration rising pipes. So here, in water allowed to run through a rising pipe arranged into a series of pipes which allow water to splash, so that each water particle absorb oxygen from air. In this diagram we can see it is nothing but a rising pipes are nothing but it is a structure arranged in like a staircase, so that water are released from the highest level of the particular cascade or in that arrangement. Water is released from here and it is now moving towards downwards. So what happens, as water released from that here, water droplets are formed and water splashes into small molecules, so that proper oxygen and volatile substances are removed from the water sample. So it is another method of aeration. It is nothing but a rising pipes. Another method is a compressed air. So here, water in the tank oxygenated by the submerging the oxygen cylinder, allowing slow release of oxygen. Like a fish pond, or here you can see a compressed air is released at the bottom of particular water tank or storage, and slowly the oxygen are mixed up with the water sample. And here proper mixing of water sample can be carried out, so that volatile substance can be removed and proper oxygen can be mixed into the water sample to improve pH, odor and color of water. Cascade is another method. Here water is allowed to run through cascade which splashes the water and absorb oxygen. It is nothing but similar type of arrangement for nozzle and rising pipes. So here water is released from the top position and it is now splashes toward downward, so that proper mixing of oxygen into water sample can be carried out, which helpful for the improvement of taste, color and odor of water samples, and volatile substances or gases can be removed from the water. So by this way, the water treatment can be carried out. In this lecture we have discussed about the proper first method, that is storage, and in which we have discussed physical, chemical and biological process. In another method, that is aeration, we have also discussed nozzle, cascade, rising pipes and complex air. These are the different methods which can be used by the municipal corporation for proper treatment of water samples. Next part we will discuss in next.